Hello everyone, today we will continue to review the heroes of Rogue Company. Now the next in line is perhaps the most interesting and varied for role-playing character in the game, Glitch. It took about 10 hours to find out its real suitability in State 3 of which played against the same primate stack, so support this suffering with like and comment. As already mentioned in the tier list, Glitch is a hero whose usefulness for the team is determined by the information that he can convey allies about the location of the enemy, because his ability allows you to see nearby enemies and their names on the device. Also, Glitch at a similar distance sees mines, Ronin knife, C4 and nude photos of your ex. The problems with playing solo for Glitch are that in addition to collecting information, timely hacks, the player must anticipate the most unbridled desires and actions of teammates, as a result of which I do not advise taking him to strike mode at all. In the arsenal of the hero there is a shotgun and a submachine gun. The choice is not difficult: a shotgun for defense or against the overwhelming number of opponents, and SMG for maps where the battle will take place at a medium distance. It is worth remembering that this shotgun kills with one headshot, even no improvements, which is extremely useful when playing against Lancer in defense. For the pistol round, he has the Executioner, the best or at least one of the two best pistols in the game. In theory, if you're playing in a stack, you can even spend several rounds exclusively with a pistol for the sake of improving grenades or buying a skill. For close combat, Glitch has a bit, but I advise you to buy it only together with a shotgun in case the enemy has a little HP left from the first shot. Let's quickly go over the perks. Since Glitch is not particularly suitable for playing in strike mode, we will consider them only from the point of view of destruction. Muted steps are not particularly useful, only in the attack, if for some reason you need to flank. Disguise is a must-have if Dallas is on the enemy team. Also a priority defensive perk if the enemy has at least someone with disclosure. Adaptation of the second must-have skill, which will allow you to heal after an unsuccessful via interaction with bullets of the enemy. Sleight of hand and no fraud. I take it only for a shotgun and then only after 3 upgrade. Bullet trackers lol. In general, trace is useless. In fact, if the enemy team does not consist of heroes who have no disguise. Sixth Sense is a controversial skill, but I take it if I have extra money. In gadgets, the agent has a flash drive and a Semtex, and both of these grenades received a significant buff in the last patch. I can only advise you to take Semtex in defense, and a flash drive in attack is a priority. The reason for the weakness in defense is simple: it always explodes after a certain time, so calculate guaranteed blindness of the enemy is problematic. And when protecting a point when cockroaches climb from all cracks, this is very important. Well, the improved Semtex is guaranteed to send the stuck hero will be knocked out. And with a successful coincidence, the whole team. Now let's move on to specific abilities. The main ability of Glitch is hacking. You can hack, after the last patch, everything except gunnets. Well, okay. What if folding a barricade can be hacked and destroyed with a hack I can still understand, but the fact that you can hack trenches barbed wire turned out to be a revelation for me. Besides, on the device you can see who and what enemy poultices you hack. It is worth noting that even in the field of using hacking, this ability does not become useless and acts as a kind of radar. If you get very confused, that together with the Sixth Sense perk, you can accurately determine where the enemy is sitting. Also notice during these hours, when destroyed, Claymore does not damage opponents, although perhaps the explosion radius is insufficient or the enemies were always standing behind the Ming, God knows. You also need to remember, hacked opponents see a big red arrow in the direction from which they were hacked, so the whole focus can suddenly fall on Glitch. The passive ability allows him to see devices at a distance of 10 meters through walls, which allows him not to be blown up by a mine, C4, and not to go out with a pre-fire on the barricade anvil. The benefit of this skill from your team is determined solely by your communication. Of the obvious tips for using these unique abilities, I can give you a couple. Basically, glitch is limited only by the creativity of the player who pilots it. The first tip is to analyze the enemy team. For example, the enemy team can have Talon and Anvil on defense at the same time. In this case, you will have to choose between hacking Dart and breaking the barricade, if they are not idiots of course. To this can be added the possible presence of Saint, whose hacking can also be critical at some point. The second tip, do not use the hack when there is an enemy in relative proximity, who can stupidly jump on the face and kill while the hack animation occurs. By the way, you cannot cancel it.